city in a Batmobile. Even though it get crazy, niggas don't talk like Swayze.
Now look guys, there's a lot going on. There's a lot that we're gonna have to sit there and go through. I'm not gonna hold you. Now the last time that we talked about the start of the trial. About the start of the trial. And on day one, it was basically jury selection. Jury selection, I ran down the the questions that was being asked and this, that, and the third, or whatever have you. Ran down all of that or whatever have you. But things have gotten way too heavy and way too crazy, way too mixy between that time and this time. So I say let's start at day 2 when it comes to the trial, and let's move forward when it comes to that. All right, let's start at
we're about to cover, in fact, within a few short minutes, U.S. versus Kevin Perez, aka KayFlock, a drill rapper from the Bronx, charged in a RICO case in which most of the other defendants have pled out. One of the prospective jurors said, "I know his music," and he was knocked off. And one woman said she lived in Yonkers and has teenage kids, and so didn't think she could be fair because of the gang elements of the case. The government is trying to use music and lyrics as evidence. I don't know if they really should use that. If they have enough evidence, just do it, you know? The idea of using the lyrics bothers me. Anyway, I'll be covering it in a few short moments.
Now, as you guys can hear, right, let me just sit there and say shout out to Inner City Press. He's making things happen. Honestly, like, if it wasn't for him, we would not be getting these, like, you know, very current updates on what's going on and things of that nature. And basically, Swayze would have to take his black ass down to these goddamn courts and make it happen himself if it wasn't for this guy. Shout out to him for covering it, the situation, as good as he's doing. I appreciate him. But as you guys can see, right, the opening statements, the defense, basically the people that are sitting there defending KayFlock when it comes to this, they sat there and said, yes, you will hear lyrics, but who is on trial here? Rap music? The Bronx is rough. Being a rapper is not a crime. Chat, good lawyer or bad lawyer? What we talking right now? What we talking? So as you guys can see, right, one of the witnesses, right, I guess Gerald Soto, under subpoena, wearing turquoise cap, right, he said that my brother, Waska, got shot. I was with him. They asked, where were you? He said, in the barbershop. My brother walked out and said, who are you? And they said, did he threaten anyone? Did he threaten anyone? The defense, just playing music can bring law enforcement there. He was influenced by drill rap. DOA is a music collective. Dollars over everything. Oh, wait, hold on. Yo, chat. Dollars over, wait. Dollars over everything is, wait, they jacking that's what DOA stands for? Instagram was his ticket out of Southside. The killing in Harlem, he turned himself in. Hernandez followed my client. He is also charged with a violent incident on November 10th. There was no warrant at the time. They have a confidential informant and so a federal indictment on 2023. RICO is a complex law. Indeed, it's a complex law. I'm not gonna hold you. No OY was a victim in the evidence in this case. Walking through a park is not a crime. OP can mean several things. Follow your oath. Be fair. Thank you. Yo, chat. What's the other things that an op can be referred to as? Just want to ask. Let me look in the chat. Just as an acronym or whatever have you, what could it be referred to as? Someone said operation. Okay, all right. Someone said coochie. Okay, all right. Makes sense. Yes. Indeed. Indubitably. Someone said a perk 30. Yes, indubitably. It could possibly be a perk 30. Someone said opportunity. Yes. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes total sense right there. Now they said, you will hear from the defendant's own music and witnesses, including one of also killed a rival. One who also killed a rival. The defense said, yes, you will hear rap music. But who is on trial here? Rap music? The Bronx is rough. Being a rapper is not a crime. KayFlock is not on trial. Now, I guess they sat there and said that when it comes to the defense, does Kevin Perez have a right to defend himself? Yes. He grew up on Kelly Street and moved to 187th Street, Southside, Little Italy. It is tree lined. Now they was like, objection! Objection! The judge said, overruled. Now the defense continued his earliest memories, and then the judge said, sustain! Sustain! Now that was day two. That was day two after we sat there and talked about day one, right? That was day two. Now we're getting into day three. We're getting into day three, guys. We're getting into day
Now, of the various trials, I have to say, I was most struck yesterday by the KayFlock / U.S. versus Kevin Perez trial about, he's a drill rapper from Southside, either a gang.
Wait, hold on. Someone said, yo, Swayze, how can I be your left nut? Do I super chat you 5 cash? Well, look, I'm going to tell you this, right? You're definitely not going to be my left nut if you use the super cash. I mean, super chat. You definitely can't be my left nut if you use the super chat. But if you hit that cash app, we might be able to talk about this, all right? We might be able to talk about this and come to an agreement with each other.
Or just a neighborhood name, 187th Street. He said Little Italy. We've been doing as best we can to live tweet it while juggling with other ones. Yesterday they had a cooperator on the stand who was pretty much, describing how, according to him, various gangs work, various gang turfs. They put up maps. I'm surprised by how much the government is actually using the music and music videos to make their proof. I don't agree with that. I think that there's it's not a question of First Amendment. It's just, if it's so clear, the RICO elements of the case, you really shouldn't need music and speech to do about it. But we'll see. We're going to be covering that. We're also...
Now, the thing that I like what he sat there and said, right? He was like, look, if we're going down this situation where you guys have this amount of evidence against Kevin Perez at the end of the day, why do we need to go down this route of speaking on rap lyrics? The evidence that's mounted up, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it should be enough to sit there and convict this guy if that's what you got. If we're going down rap lyrics, oh, look at this music video and this, that, and the third, why do we have to sit there and do all of that? If what you have already that's presented is enough to convict the guy. Totally understand where they're coming from with this.
On Inner City Press. Now, of the various trials, I have to say, I was most struck yesterday by the KayFlock / U.S. versus Kevin Perez trial about, he's a drill rapper from Southside, either a gang or just a neighborhood name, 187th Street. He said Little Italy. We've been doing as best we can to live tweet it while juggling with other ones. Yesterday they had a cooperator on the stand who was pretty much, describing how, according to him, various gangs work, various gang turfs. They put up maps. I'm surprised by how much the government is actually using the music and music videos to make their proof. I don't agree with that. I think that it's not a question of First Amendment. It's just, if it's so clear, the RICO elements of the case, you really shouldn't need music and speech to do about it. But we'll see. We're going to be covering that. We're also covering on.
Oh God, respect, please. Yeah. Respect, please. Please. Calm down, thank you. Now look. As you can see, right? They sat there, inner city press. Again, shout out to inner city press. He sat there and did what he had to do, right? He said, for those asking, U.S. versus Kevin Perez on the stand has been On the stand has been Cooperator, I guess the Cooperator in a yellow prison jumpsuit slumping over behind computer monitor in front of him. He dropped a F-bomb and the prosecutors looked again. He blamed K for stirring up beefs. The story later. Now who are we talking about specifically? Who are we talking about, right? It's the real question. That's the real question. That's the real question. Who are we talking about? Well, guys, I got the paperwork. I got the paperwork. I got the peoples. I got all of that when it comes to this shit. Got everything, baby. I'm not gonna hold you. Wait, nope. That's the second snitch. Hold on. Let me get the first snitch for y'all. Yup. Brockington. Here we go, guys. Brockington. Now, when we talking about Brockington, right? We're speaking about this individual right here. This individual who sat there, snitched on KayFlock. After KayFlock sat there and spun the block, I guess spun would be the correct term to use. Spun the block for his mans in 2020. That same guy is now telling on him.
And we're also guilty plea.
And this is who we're talking about right here, guys. This is who we're talking about. There's no doubt about it that what's going on right now is honestly some shit that will that would be like inside of like a movie. Like, you can't make up this script right here. You can't make it up. You can't make up this script. His mans that he sat there, yes, him right there that you're looking at. This is the same friend that when he got shot, KayFlock said, yo, I got you. Don't worry about it. We're going to make sure that we get back for you. KayFlockington, allegedly, because you know what I'm saying? Niggas haven't been convicted yet. Allegedly sat there, spun the block, and did what he needed to do for his mans. And this is his mans right here. Taking his stand against K-Roy. Did other members of said side go to the other territory? Defense, objection. Judge overruled. Brockington said yes. They asked, what is 4646 Park Ave? He said, we all chill and smoke there. The witness is Vance Brockington. This guy right here, guys. This guy right here. This guy right here. Now, what makes things even more spookier, right, is that you have someone pointing literally to 464 Park Avenue. When I seen this picture that they used within court, meaning that this was up in court, they sat there and pointed at it like, yo, look. One of the individuals sitting there even pointing at it. I was like, damn, it's getting heavy. It's getting heavy out here. It's getting heavy. Now, as you can see right here from one of my screenshots that I made sure that I had to present to you people, Vance Brockington, he was on that long list of people that I talked to you guys about the first time we were speaking about everything. And as you can see, the 464 6 Park Avenue, Bronx, New York. Literally pointing at it, guys. Literally pointing at it. Now, I'm not going to hold you, right? I'm not going to hold you. This is spooky. Very, very, very spooky. Very, 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 very spooky. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to hold you. But if you thought this is where it ends, you was totally wrong. See, someone in the comments just sat there and said the streets is cooked. Indeed. Indubitably. Indubitably. If you have a chance, get yourself out the streets. Remove yourself away from these type of people, because I'm telling you, there is no loyalty. There is no give a fuck or nothing like that when niggas hit you with them football numbers. Once you get hit with them football numbers, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. You get hit with them football numbers.
But if he has pled guilty.
But look. Let's just watch both of these videos right here, and then let's move on to the second individual. Real quick. Let's check this out.
And we're also covering KayFlock. Here in Foley Square, actually, some of his supporters were filming day 1, day 2, now we're further on. This guy, Vance Brockington, we did a little research. He's the cooperator in the case. He was, yesterday on the stand, he said that he had been cooperating with NYPD, kind of as a snitch, not as a testifying witness. And then, this is the interesting part, he was recorded and sort of, not set up. I mean, he was stealing crack, and they got him Washington Avenue, 186th Street. It's an area I know pretty well. They arrested him. He was presented in the Southern District Magistrates Court, which I cover closely, and then he disappeared. His docket went dormant, just a number of continuances in the interest of justice. And then there was no, and we're also covering, no guilty plea entered, but if he has pled guilty and faces mandatory minimum of 20 years, but to get out from under that, he's seeking the 5K1 letter by testifying. And he said, I think this bothered some people. One of the things he testified to is that he was shot, and that Kevin Perez, according again to Vance Brockington, said, "We got you, bro," and retaliated. Some people say it's particularly.
Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? So this Vance Brockington guy sat there and presented to the court. So he sat there and said, like, look, I got shot. And KayFlock, he sat there, was like, yo, we got you, bro. And then they shot this guy. Do you understand what's going on right now? KayFlockington is dealing with individuals who he spun the block, so-called road for. Pause on road for. Riding is crazy. But you get what I'm saying, right? He basically sat there and snitched on KayFlock for sitting there doing what he was supposed to do as a fellow gang member. Allegedly. But he's telling on him. Like, one more time.
Bring KayFlock. Really egregious to be cooperating for someone who, I don't know. You have to read it.
Even my boy in the city, he's confused. One more time.
And we're also covering no guilty plea entered, but if he has pled guilty and faces mandatory minimum of 20 years, but to get out from under that, he's seeking the 5K1 letter by testifying. And he said, I think this bothered some people. One of the things he testified to is that he was shot, and that Kevin Perez, according again to Vance Brockington, said, "We got you, bro," and retaliated. Some people say it's particularly egregious to be cooperating for someone who, I don't know. You have to read it. We're following.
You see where he was about to go with it. Like it's incredibly egregious for you to sit there and be testifying against a person that sat there and allegedly, because you know what I'm saying? The trial's still going on. No one's saying this is definite on what happened, but allegedly sat there, spun the block, and did what they needed to do when they came to the furtherance of the gang, the organization. That's like court terms. You get what I'm saying? It's egregious that this nigga sat there and did that. Even in the city is sitting there like, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. Now let me sit there and see if I had or if I saved the part with Brockington. Let me see. Yeah. Right here, guys. Right here. Look, check this out, right? The defense, they was like, did you meet with the government on March 6th and say you did not recognize the Instagram handle, KayFlock? Brockington sat there and said, I thought it was K-Roy. Defense said, did you ever hear of violence for check fraud? Brockington said, no. You thought the gun at the video shoots were real? He said, I did. Ever held a prop gun? He said, yes. On the set of Brotherly Love? Didn't I sit there and bring up Brotherly Love in the last live? Didn't I sit there and bring up Brotherly Love and say, just off of what they was asking the jury when it came to the juror selection and everything, didn't I bring that up? Didn't I bring up Brotherly Love? Didn't I say that they was gonna use these videos against him? Now you have Brockington over here sitting there and confirming certain shit on the set of Brotherly Love. Look, they asked, ever held a prop gun? He said yes. Well, was it on the set of Brotherly Love? No. Meaning that he's basically implying that those guns that we seen within that video, Brotherly Love, Pastor Love, Douglas Bernard Jr., KayFlockington. They're saying all of those guns that we seen. You remember when I brought it up, guys. He's basically saying all those guns was real. He's saying all those guns was real. He said, how do you know? He said, I don't know. So that nigga just up there saying anything to possibly get himself out of this situation. Very, very, very scary what's going on. Spooky situations. How do you know how my client made money? Instagram and conversation. Did you ever see my client wash a name off a check? No. Now we're going to sit there and bring up why they're talking about checks, bank fraud, and this, that, and the third. We're going to bring that up in a second, but I just wanted to sit there and bring, you guys' attention to this situation that's going on when it comes to Brockington. Now, this is a friend. This is an ally. This is somebody that was supposedly a part of, the DOA or whatever have you that's going on. You get what I'm saying? But guys, it gets crazier. It gets crazier. If you thought that was something, it gets crazier at this point. Because yes, this individual is definitely involved and knows KayFlock personally, but it gets crazier. I want to ask you guys this. Have you ever heard about your op sitting there, taking a stand against you so they could get possibly a lighter sentence when it comes to something that they was already convicted for? Have you ever heard of that? Have you ever, bro, this shit is a movie. This shit is a movie. I'm not gonna hold you, but Academics was covering the situation also. He was.
Somebody said go to Swayze ENT on Instagram. Swayze. Let's see. Okay, so we got the one. Here we go.
Now, of the various trials, I have to say, I was most struck yesterday by the KayFlock / U.S. versus Kevin Perez trial about he's a drill rapper from Sev side, either a gang or just a neighborhood name, 187th Street. He said Little Italy. We've been doing as best we can to live tweet it while juggling with other ones. Yesterday they had a cooperator on the stand who was pretty much...
Hold on, real quick. Shout out my boy, Manduno. Manduno. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Shout out to him on the Cash App. Please, people, don't hit that super chat. YouTube doesn't deserve 1% of my bacon, egg, and cheese fund. I don't give a fuck what nobody's talking about. They don't deserve it. But shout out to you, Manduno. I appreciate you.
Describing how, according to him, various gangs work, various gang turfs. They put up maps. I'm surprised by how much the government is actually using the music and music videos.
Wait, hold on. LOL. All right. He said it's Mad Uno. And he also said that was for a chopped cheese. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Highly appreciated. My bad for butchering your name. I didn't mean to do that. Mad Uno, huh?
To make their proof. I don't agree with that. I think that there's it's not a question of First Amendment. It's just, if it's so clear, the RICO elements of the case, you really shouldn't need music and speech to do about it. But we'll see. We're going to be covering that. We're also covering on Inner City Press. Now, of the various trials, I have...
So I said, for those asking about the U.S. versus Kevin Perez, KayFlock, on the stand has been a cooperator in a yellow prison jumpsuit. So if you're wondering why the person is testifying, it's not because he probably wants to tell. Well, probably because he does. I mean, because I guess you do make a choice. But the dude's incarcerated, so he's probably testifying for lesser, for leniency on whatever case he got. Maybe he got a murder case. Who knows? So again, when everybody got murder cases and everybody done shot people, not everybody's going to look at life in prison and be like, all right, well, this is what I signed up for. We'll catch out in the next lifetime. Some people are going to be like, all right, so if I tell on him, like, yo, could I get out in 10? Right? And it looks like that's what it's going to be. He said he's in a yellow prison jumpsuit slumping over behind a computer.
First Amendment. It's just, if it's so clear, the
computer monitor in front of him, he dropped an F-bomb, and the prosecutor looked again. He blamed Kay for stirring up beefs. Wow. So he's blaming KayFlock for stirring up the beef, which, by the way, that's a good narrative to say. All of these issues came from KayFlock inciting people online. Now, I disagree. I guarantee these guys had issues already. The internet only added on to it. I'm not saying it didn't add on, but to solely blame the internet for problems, that seems like the cop-out. That's like people saying, I'm responsible for everybody who died in Chicago. Like, okay, maybe the coverage of what happened in Chicago, like, was something that gave heightened importance or heightened sensitivity to certain shit. But y'all blaming that the reason why y'all beefing is because the internet is crazy. You know what I mean? Just like how this guy's saying, oh, KayFlock. Well, I mean, he's saying stirring up beef. Well, but still, even then, right? Defense said just playing music can bring law enforcement here, blah, blah. Okay, we read that. Computer monitor in front of him. He dropped an F-bomb. He's also charged in, okay, we read that. Somebody said, okay, this was about, yeah, we read that. Okay, we read that.
We're about to cover, in fact, within a few short minutes, U.S. versus Kevin Perez, a.k.a. KayFlock, a drill rapper from the Bronx, charged in RICO.
Hold on, guys. We got another Cash App. We got another Cash App, gang. We got another Cash App. Who's that? Hold on. I just got the notification. Hold on. My bad. Quinn from G-Dub Quinn. I appreciate you, my guy. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you. Shout out to G-Dub Quinn. Everybody, You know, if you feel like it, WG Quinn in the chat. Niggas might be like, yo, fuck you, Swayze. We don't give a hell about you, nor what you do, or what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about you, goddammit. But WG'd up Quinn, all right? WG'd up Quinn in the chat, y'all.
Case in which most of the other defendants have pled out.
And that's going to be very important. The reason why KayFlock has not pled out is because under how he's been brought into the RICO, he's been brought into the RICO with a murder. Okay?
One of the prospective jurors said, I know his music, and he was knocked off. And one woman said she lives in Yonkers and has teenage kids, and so didn't think she could be fair because of the gang elements of the case.
I think we played this already.
The government is trying to use the music and lyrics as evidence. I don't know if they really should use that. They have the idea of using the lyrics bothers me. Anyway, I'll be covering it in a few short moments.
Okay. What's this?
All right.
I don't know who that is. Okay, we're pretty much caught up.
Yo, look, this nigga academics put Christopher Blue up. Yeah. I ain't gonna front. When niggas sent me this, they was like, yo, niggas even put Christopher Blue up for 2 seconds. I was like, yes, indeed, indubitably, indeed.
Okay. And the last thing would be day 4. Here we go.
And we're also covering KayFlock. Here in Foley Square, actually, some of his supporters were filming day 1, day 2, now we're further on. This guy, Vance Brockington, we did a little research. He's the cooperator in the case. He was, yesterday on the stand, he said that he had been cooperating with NYPD, kind of as a snitch, not as a testifying witness.
What?
And then, this is the interesting part, he was recorded and sort of, not set up. I mean, he was stealing crack, and the idea of using the lyrics bothers me. Anyway, got him Washington Avenue, 186th Street. It's an area I know pretty well. They arrested him. He was presented in the Southern District Magistrates Court, which I cover closely, and then he disappeared. His docket went dormant, just a number of continuances in the interest of justice, and then there was no. And we're also covering KayFlock. Here in Foley Square, actually, some of his supporters, no guilty plea entered, but he has pled guilty and faces mandatory minimum of 20 years. But to get it out from under that, he's seeking the 5K1 letter by testifying. And he said, I think this bothered some people. One of the things he testified to is that he was.
No, this is the guy that we're about to bring up right now. It's the guy we're about to bring up right now, all right? Well, no, not him. Yeah. After this, I'm going to bring this other individual up. We're going to go through all of the paperwork, the black and whites. I'm here. Yeah, that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, shorty, you sat there and messed things up last night. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? You messed it up. It's all right, but I'm here now. Now I'm here. Let's go.
Shot. And that Kevin Perez, according, again, to Vance Brockington, said, we got you, bro, and retaliated. Some people say it's particularly egregious to be cooperating for someone who, I don't know. You have to read it. We're following it, and we're covering it. But we're going in now to the courthouse because no guilty plea entered. But if he has got him Washington Avenue, pled guilty, and faces mandatory minimum of 20 years. But to get it out from under that.
Damn.
And first of all, you know what I'm saying, shout out to academics for sitting there, you know what I'm saying, pulling up on, you know what I'm saying, your boys on Instagram to sit there and talk about the situation or whatever have you. Shout out to him. You feel me?
Okay.
No guilty plea entered, but if he has been.
Yeah, it goes to show, man. Don't shoot nobody for the nigga who shot your mans. Don't do retaliation, bro. You do that, these niggas will make sure. Oh, let me do this right here. My bad, chat. I'm all over the place. Okay. Yeah, so it's very unfortunate, but I mean, I'm not surprised. At the end of the day, like, this idea that people in the streets are going to be selfless and live a life in prison, when you got to realize when all
Pled guilty and faces mandatory minimum of
these guys are out, they're hanging out every day on the same blocks, same corners, they're slap boxing, they're this and third. Bro, you think they have that much fond memories of each other that when now they're locked up for years and they're going to be spending the rest of their lives, they're not even locked up with the same dudes. It's not like like, I think some people feel like you get locked up with your gang. And it's like, all right, well, of course you should be loyal. You're supposed to, if y'all were all kicking it in the streets, when y'all go get locked up, that's why most people, like, if you ask me, I think that's one of the reasons you don't see GS9 together like that. Like, some people are going to be together, like maybe they got family ties and shit like that, but you don't.
Yo, act chill. Be easy. Be easy on bringing up GS9, man. Be easy on that. You know. Oh shit, y'all. We got another cash app. Hold on. Real quick. John Doe, you know you my heart. You know you one of my main arteries. He said the streets are dead. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yo, John Doe, if you think the streets are dead right now, just wait until what's about to come up right now. Hold on. Just give me 2 seconds. Just wait until this. Wait until what you about to see, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. Wait until what you about to see.
Don't see them together like that. They all went to different prisons. It was a lot of time and space that separated them. They probably tried their best to keep in contact, but a part of being incarcerated is separating the niggas who did the crime. They're not gonna have, like, you're not with your mans. Like, you know what I mean? Your mans who you did the shooting with is not your bunkie. You're with the stranger, and you're in some random, like, jail, and in some random, like, you know what I mean, wing of the jail or some random prison. All these guys are out, they're hanging out every day on the same blocks, same corners, they're slap boxing, they're this and third. Bro, you think they have that much fond memories of each other that when now they're locked up for years and they're going to be spending the rest of their lives, they're not even locked up with the same dudes. It's not like like, I think some people feel like you get locked up with your gang. And it's like, all right, well, of course you should be loyal. You're supposed to, if y'all were all kicking it in the streets, when y'all go get locked up, that's why most people, like, if you ask me, I think that's one of the reasons you don't see GS9 together like that. Like, some people are going to be together, like maybe they got family ties and shit like that, but you don't see them together like that. They all went to different prisons. It was a lot of time and space that separated them. They probably tried their best to keep in contact, but a part of being incarcerated is separating the niggas who did the crime. They're not gonna have, like, you're not with your mans. Like, you know what I mean? Your mans who you did the shooting with is not your bunkie. You're with the stranger, and you're in some random, like, jail, and in some random, like, you know what I mean, wing of the jail or some random prison. All these guys are out.
So let me ask you guys real quick. Do you guys agree with what academics is saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I feel like he has a point with where he's going with it. He has a point. But, guys, if you thought it was just only your mans or whatever have you, that can possibly sit there and pull certain maneuvers like this, you are highly mistaken. Because apparently, your op who killed one of your mans and y'all retaliated, he can also take the stand and try to sit there and get his time reduced. Let's check this one out. It's getting heavy, guys. Yo, lock in. Stop looking at Shawnee Bonnie and lock in right now.
Anyway, let's head to court now. We're also covering the RICO trial of Kevin Perez, a.k.a. KayFlock. Yesterday, a second cooperator was put on the stand by the prosecutors, a man named Xavier Rosado. Now, apparently, he's cooperating on a federal case, but when you plug in Rosado Xavier into the pacer for SDNY, nothing comes up. He was convicted in state court of a murder on Prospect and 187th Street of Nazi Sanchez in 2021. He got 18 years for that. Apparently he thinks and believes that by cooperating in this federal case against KayFlock, he will reduce the state sentence. And I'm not sure how that works. We're just covering this case as close as we can. Anyway.
Again, shout out to Inner City Press, right? Yo, guys. Now, Rosado, person that they're speaking of, right? Yo, guys, this is an individual who's already convicted of murdering Nazi. Now, if you guys don't understand when it comes to Nazi, let me just sit there and get the let me get the little history real quick. Nazi has been one of the most dissed rappers that's been on that other side by these people. You guys gotta understand. Let's check this out real quick. Look at what we're talking about right now. One of the most dissed individuals when it comes to this drill New York City situation that's going on. Let's just check it out.
That's a fact, I got locked by a bitch. But the nigga that chased me is dead in my spliff. So tell him get back cause it's lit. Yeah, I'm smoking on Nazi, I throw up the rips. So give you a bitch, you never did shit.
Living in Bentley, on the step, I'm pouring out Henny.
Like we're steady. Set the trumpet to me, that's his journey. Where's Bestie? In the grass, they was he with Lenny.
I'm Daddy, 3 I've done died on the step. Pick to the step, they both doing bad.
Now you gotta pack that side. Now his little daughter gotta live no die.
Nigga who got free the guys that I'm ducking and tripping. Free the guys, we fucking these bitches like
Nazi got shot, they recorded him torture.
spit a teeth gonna up in the flip like
I'm slight, I'm Betty, Seti, forget Bugsy and Busty.
Drop the open on your fucking face. Here with me and you know he won't hesitate. JB try to run with the fatty but trip.
Smoking on Nazi mixed with the rip. That's a fact.
Yeah, like if you guys sit there and you paid attention, you see what's going on from the beginning, guys. From the beginning, one of the most dissed. I'm not gonna hold you. Not gonna hold you.
I'm a demon, pull up in no block, I just be in the car, he throwing up the map. Yeah, they soft, and they ass. Pick to the step, they both doing bad.
Now you gotta pack that side. Now his little daughter gotta live no die.
Big shot gang, Nazi in the split. Left his baby mama with a kid.
Nazi dead, they was crying.
I hit in his face, how they popping his chest. Fuck Nazi, I'm kicking his kid.
Smoking on Mezzy and JP and Rip. Can't forget Nazi got hit and hit.
Yo, one of them sat there and said, F Nazi, I'm kicking his kid. Jesus.
Most of these niggas was really my men, and they dead. It's like damn.
Like Rippy, Bobby, Nazi, just do that low to my split. I'm a demon, pull up in no block, I just be in the car, he throwing up the map. Yeah, they soft, and they ass. Pick to the step, they both doing bad.
Now you gotta pack that side. Now his little daughter gotta live.
Did you guys see that? Nazi got packed that sad. Now his daughter gotta live with no dad. Do you guys see what I'm seeing right now with my own eyes? Like, do you guys, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing?
Live no die.
Use G's, sat there and said, Nazi in the air, now his daughter a bum. Ruthless. Ruthless.
Shot gang, Nazi in the split. Left his baby mama with a kid.
Bro. Nah. Son said Nazi in the spliff. We left his baby mama with a kid. What? Wow. Wow.
Nazi dead, they was crying.
I hit in his face, how they popping his chest. Fuck Nazi, I'm kicking his kid.
Smoking on Mezzy.
Yeah. So I think you guys understand, like, you know, one of the most dissed individuals when it comes to this New York drill situation, right? One of the most. And now it seems like, right, the individual who sat there and had something to do with taking his life, he's basically facing 18 years. Not even facing, like he's been convicted. It's over. He's been convicted, it's over. And he's taking the stand right now. He's taking the stand, guys. So let's sit there and let's go through this situation when it comes to Mr. Rosado. Now, when it comes to Mr. Rosado, right? Hold on, let me sit there and see if I get. Yeah. Let's start right here, right? They sat there and said, you face 20 years federally, consecutive. Rosado sat there and said, yes. He said, unless you get a 5K1 letter, correct? Rosado said yes. No further questions. The defense said, you killed a 16-year-old. Rosado said yes. A good friend of my client, speaking of KayFlock, of course, right? He said yes. He said yes. Have you used JPay to communicate about your cooperation? Rosado said no. Have you heard of dumping on a beat? He said yes. The defense asked him, so it doesn't only mean shooting. My client was a target, right? Rosado said if he went to other neighborhoods, then I guess that would be the case. No, that's Brockington. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I got a bunch of fucking shit up here. Yeah. Now, when they got back from break, Rosado was asked about Instagram Live, talk about Chop. They asked, a gun, right? He said yes. Defense objects to emoji sidebar, white noise. Mr. Rosado, you pled guilty in state court to a homicide. Yes. So you guys gotta understand, the individual who's basically taking a stand right now against KayFlock is also damn near taking a stand against himself. Now, the person that we're speaking of, right? Right? Hold on. I think my boy PDL had it. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. We're working with each other right now. Let's work with each other. The guy that we're speaking on right now, at the end of the day, is this individual. He's already been convicted. He's already sitting there facing that 20. He's already sitting there doing that 18 behind this. And I believe that he feels sitting there cooperating when it comes to this whole situation will sit there and possibly, knock some years off or something like that. I'm not gonna hold you. That's what he's basically on right now. That's what he's on. Now, the thing that makes that a little confusing for me, right, is that he's already been convicted for killing the 16-year-old. He's already been convicted and he's doing years for doing that in the first place. So what? So what is he necessarily trying to get out of this when it comes to everything? Is what I'm basically trying to get at. What is he trying to get out of this? You're already convicted for killing the person. Like, it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? Like, are you necessarily trying to get some, like, some time off or some time reduced or whatever have you? But like, all he's really doing is like just confirming the beef that's been going on between him and KayFlock's peoples and this, that, and the third, by his team and KayFlock's team. So he's not only just like, snitching or throwing KayFlock under the bus and snitching on him. He's also incriminating possibly his 800 members, YGs, whomever that you want to sit there, confirm that he's speaking about. He's basically convicting both sides. Now, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, right, like, what do you think this guy is going to necessarily get out of this, right? Well, man, listen. Chat, lock in right now, chat. Lock in right now, because I want you guys to look at your screen. Look at your screen. Look at your goddamn screen right now. If you was just sitting there walking around, listening to it on your headphones, or just letting it play on the letting my live play on the TV or whatever have you, I'm gonna need you to lock in and look at your screen right now. Look at your screen right now. I'm not even gonna play with you. Yo, look at yo, see, nobody wanna listen to me. Nobody wanna listen to Swayze, bro. Nobody wanna listen. Nobody wanna listen, bro. Nobody wanna listen. Look at your screen, guys. Let's read exactly what this blitz, basically Rosado guy is saying, right? He said, it's been 24 months into my 18-year bid, and never once did I ever imagine shit to play out how it did for me. It breaks my heart. I'm such a real nigga. I took my time to the chin. Pause. Pause on taking the time to the chin. While hearing my mother cry. When I took my time and going back to my cell and thinking, what was that a real nigga move? Was that gangster? I broke her heart. Taking that missing memorable moments out of her life. With my, out of her life. My sister, life is beautiful. Niece, nephew, and life, that's real. Nigga shit, right? Right? Like this is just nigga shit, right? For what for niggas? Just to throw the kid under the bus and just count him out? Oh no. It's getting heavy, chat. It's honestly getting heavy right now. Hold on. For what? For niggas just to throw a kid under the bus? For niggas to not offer any form of help or support? It don't even gotta be financial. These guys don't got it. And then these guys, I gotta stop sitting there dropping the N-word like that. Don't got it. But damn, I'm calling these people, seeing what's up with them, chop it up with them, keeping that bond I thought was there, and niggas is dunking phone calls. Niggas not reaching out for me. Not even a thought of how a nigga mental health is and shit. Break my heart. I put everything I had, everything I worked for, to the side for people I thought was my brothers. Chat. 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 This is the reality of the streets. What we're seeing right here, right now, is the reality of the streets. No one cares about you. No one gives a fuck. Oh, you sat there, you did that, you spun the block, you did this, that, and the third, whoop the whoop, whatever have you. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares, bro. Mental health. Break my heart. I put everything I had, everything I worked for, to the side for people I thought was my brothers. I had my own shit going on at home, so I left that. And I dived headfirst in the water and I gave my all for this. Blood, sweat, and tears, morning to night. You could catch me out there putting on for myself. Yo, guys, look, y'all. Of course, mostly for what I represented. For niggas just to sit there and stab me in the back and just say, F you, have a nice day. I feel disrespected the way I felt. I feel disrespected. The way I felt about them other niggas is how I feel about niggas I take that trip for. So he's basically on some like, yo, the same way I felt about the ops, when I spun the block and I did what I did, I'm feeling that same way about y'all right now. Because y'all have done nothing for me. Y'all not even picking up the phone calls, gang. Chat. They not even picking up the phone. They not even picking up the phone calls, gang. F you and have a nice day. I feel disrespected the same way I felt about them other guys. And it's how I'm feeling about y'all. I take that trip for and it hurts bad to feel like this at this point I lost everything. I had down bad on my there's a lot of ebonics that we got to get through right now. Hold on. And I can't look for nobody. I'm going through this for support. Lil Durk said no support will make your time slow. Yo, he quoting Durk, gang. He quoting Durk. It's been 24 months. It feels like 5 joints. And the only people who's been affected by this is my family. I'm not here for somebody touching them. Nobody harmed and did nothing to my family for me to be making their hair gray, stressing and relying on them for 24 months. It's whack. Well, it's weak, or it's, wait, hold on, what word? I believe weak. And don't feel right. This don't feel gangster. This don't feel like real nigga shit. And that's not the image I'm trying to presume. I don't want to look gangster or look like a real nigga no more. Oh, chat. Chat is going down, chat. It's going, yo, it's going down, chat. Nah, yo, nah, chat. Yo, nah, yo, chat. Nah, it's going down. It's going down. Rosado is not playing, gang. Yo, look. See? You see what happens? Y'all are supposed to look out for his mother. Y'all are supposed to sit there and be putting money on his books. Y'all are supposed to sit there and make sure y'all pick up every single call that he made. Now he on bad timing. He not only snitching on KayFlock, he snitching on his own gang too. He's not playing, gang. He is not. Nah. Yo. All right, I just broke my chair, bro. I flipped the chair. I just broke it. I just broke my chair. I just broke my chair. I just broke my chair. I'm gonna have to get a new chair. Yeah, new chair fund, it has been officially activated. Okay, new chair fund. New chair fund. But look. Check this out. 24, da da da. Where was we at? Yeah. Imagine, I'm trying to presume. I don't want to look gangster or look like a real nigga. No, it's just me. It's how my blood pump. But when there's snakes and fakes around, they'll never support or recognize the real nigga shit from a person. Everybody's thinking for self and focused on themselves. I could have did the same, but I didn't. I could have went the fake snake route, but I didn't. And what I got in return was donkey of the day. Oh my God. Get your screen, chat. Oh my God, look at your screen right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Do you see it? Do you see what's going on right now? Everybody's thinking for self and focused on themselves. I could have did the same, but I didn't. I could have went fake snake route, but I didn't. And what I got in return was donkey of the day. Sound every day. That's all niggas is doing. Look at your screen, chat. Yo, he is pissed. laughing, chilling, living, while nigga in here hurting, stressing, and thugging. F it, man. They don't care about the ex. They don't, they when he do RNS, you know, real nigga shit. But everybody would D-Rod if I did some weak stuff. F it, man. When the ex niggas goes out of his comfort zone and adapt to the snake-ish and fake-ish and makes the selfish decisions, ignores it like been ignoring me. Oh my God, yo, this man. Thank God I could sit there and, like, you know, understand Ebonics, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I think a college, a scholar would have a hard time getting through this right here. I ain't gonna hold you. But look, seriously though, seriously. Like it been ignoring me. I guess they've been ignoring me. For those of y'all out there who got somebody y'all love or care about, on of your bros in here, I guess he meant one of your bros in here, they banging, pause, be there for them. Mentally, physically, whatever, just support them through it. It's nasty. And if you're not used to it, it will change you. You can't ever forget the taste of somebody's blood on a razor. Wait, what? You can't ever forget the taste of somebody's blood on a razor. Oh, he gelling. Oh, he gelling right now. He talking about the blood, the taste of the blood on the razor. Oh, shit. You see in here? It's freak, a regular person head up. I don't want this no more. I told myself every day for the last 24 months, it's gonna get better. Niggas gonna come through. They gonna hold it down. Nah, bro. Kids. Let me talk to you kids right now. Let me just talk to you kids. You see? Do you see and understand the reality of what's really gonna go down? Do you see and understand the reality? Bliss is talking to you. Mr. Rosado, he's telling you what the real is right now. This is the real. This is what you're gonna go through. All behind being a real nigga. This is what you're gonna go through. This is what he's saying. This is what he's saying. I told myself every day for the last 24 months, it's gonna get better. Niggas gonna come through. They gonna hold it down with you. LOL. Boo, boo. Wow. I was, the fool, the feel, whatever, boo boo, I don't know. Oh yeah, boo boo the fool. I was thinking that I'm good. If it wasn't genuine, I won't want it. And it's obvious, not if. I gotta write a letter like this in my diary, I'm good. Y'all could keep all that shit. No matter what happens, I know I'm a real nigga. I know I holds it down. As usual. And I know my intentions was genuine and positive. I gotta think for self like everybody else has. And for my family. Other than that, I'm done thinking. Wow. Wow. This is a man, you gotta understand what we're looking at right now on your screen. This is a man who sat there and had a wet pillow every night while he was in that cell, thinking about how niggas is not picking up his phone calls, niggas ain't putting nothing on his goddamn books, niggas ain't looking out for him, looking out for his mother or anybody outside. He probably sitting there talking to his mom, right? Like, yeah, did so-and-so, whatever have you, and this, that, and the third, like, they don't come through and visit you and make sure they drop things off. And she over there like, no, nobody ever came over here and dropped anything off or ask me for your this, that, and the third so they could send you whatever. Nobody did any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I see them. Like, I be walking down the block, you know, going to the grocery store, coming back. Like, I'm looking at them. I'm seeing them. None of them ever sat there and even like they act like they don't even know me now. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on right now, gang. This is what's going on. And waiting for MFers, I'm good. Don't even, brother. You never did so far, so just keep it like that. With that being said, free me till I'm free out of this hell. Hold 10 toes, 2 feet, head up, grip out everywhere. I go free. Yeah, I go free the risk takers, trip takers, and spliff makers. This is the reality, chat. This is the reality. This is the pure reality of what really happens and what's really gonna go down. Niggas don't give a fuck about your mother. Niggas ain't gonna sit there and at least, you know what I'm saying, hit your baby mama up. Yeah, they might smash your baby mama, but they ain't gonna ask about your kid, try to feed the kid. Niggas ain't gonna sit there, hit your mother up, make sure she gets some bread and groceries, you know what I'm saying, from Western Beef or whatever the fuck have you, ShopRite, whatever you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't gonna look out for that. This is what he's saying right now, y'all. This is what he's saying right now. If you guys don't understand, this is why. This is why he's on this type of timing right here. I didn't mean to like it, but fuck it. This is why he's on this type of timing right here. This is exactly why he's on this type of timing. His people didn't hold him down. And he's like, look, if I can possibly get this 18 years that I got on my book that I gotta sit there and face, that I gotta sit here and do, if I can possibly knock this down somehow, I'm willing to sit here and testify against KayFlockington. Chat. Is the streets dead or is the streets not dead? I want to ask y'all.
Anyway, let's head to court now. We're also covering the RICO trial of Kevin Perez, a.k.a. KayFlock. Yesterday, a second cooperator was put on the stand by the prosecutors, a man named Xavier Rosado. Now, apparently, he's cooperating on a federal case, but when you plug in Rosado Xavier into the pacer for SDNY, nothing comes up. He was convicted in state court of a murder on Prospect and 187th Street.
Chat, is the streets dead or is it not? I'm asking y'all. What, like, come on. Like, what is this? What is this?
Sanchez in 2021. He got 18 years for that. Apparently he thinks and believes that by cooperating in this federal case against KayFlock, he will reduce the state sentence. And I'm not sure how that works. We're just covering this case as close as we can. Anyway, let's head to court now. We're also covering the RICO trial of Kevin Perez, a.k.a. KayFlock. Yesterday, a second cooperator was put on the stand by the prosecutors. Man.
Yo, can you imagine, right? Can you imagine, like, the first guy, right? Brockington, right? He sits there, he does what he does, and you sitting there, you know what I'm saying? You're KayFlock, right? You know, put yourself in KayFlock's patakis right now, right? You're KayFlock, right? You're sitting there thinking, you're like, all right, this nigga done snitched. And then they're like, yo, we have a second cooperator. We have a second cooperator. He's about to take the stand right now. You know, you KayFlock, you thinking to yourself like, oh, wow, one of the guys snitched. Another one of the guys sat there and snitched. That's crazy. And it's your op. Your op walks up there. You like, yo, what the fuck? Wait, well, what he's... Wait, hold on, what? Wait, he killed not... Wait, hold on, wait, what?
Named Xavier Xavier Rosado. Now, apparently, he's cooperating on a federal case, but when you plug in Rosado Xavier into the pacer for SDNY, nothing comes up. He was convicted in state court of a murder on Prospect and 187th Street of Nazi Sanchez in 2021.
Oh, Rocky, I see you in there. Everybody, make sure that y'all sub up to Rocky in there. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy right there. That's my guy, Rocky. Shout out to Rocky in there. But yeah, can you just sit there and just imagine? Like, yo, bro, this is a movie. This is a movie. I'm not gonna hold you. This is a movie what we're witnessing right now. This is a movie. Cinematic.
He got 18 years for that. Apparently he thinks and believes that by cooperating in this federal case against KayFlock, he will reduce the state sentence. And I'm not sure how that works. We're just covering this case as close as we can, Anyway, let's head to court now.
When I seen this, I was like, yo, and this is just 1 week. We're 1 week into it. All of this started on Monday. Friday was day 5. Wait, what's today? Hold on. Oh shit, today's Friday. So yeah, we just got into Saturday. Yo, yeah. So basically, today, before 12 hit, it was the last day. It was day 5. Imagine what day 6 is gonna look like. You're on Monday. Imagine what else is going to come out of this situation. Are they gonna have more cooperators? What's going on? What is going on, chat? This is different. I ain't gonna hold you. Somebody needs to sit there and don't use KayFlock's name and don't use the, real people name, but you could literally just take this right here and we could make a Netflix series. I need percentages though, all right? I need percentages if that's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna hold you.
Also covering the RICO trial of Kevin Perez, a.k.a. KayFlock. Yesterday, a second cooperator was put on the stand by the prosecutors, a man named Xavier Rosado. Now, apparently, he's cooperating on a federal case, but when you plug in Rosado Xavier into the pacer for SDNY, nothing comes up. He was convicted in state court of a murder on Prospect and 187th Street of Nazi Sanchez in 2021. He got 18 years for that. Apparently he thinks and believes that by cooperating in this federal case against KayFlock, he will reduce the state sentence. And I'm not sure how that works.
And look. Even in the city press is sitting there saying yo, I'm not sure how that works. Because honestly, I'm not sure myself how this works out. Chat. Same individual that had all of this disrespect going on. The same individual that took his life. That's what he's saying.
I'm a demon, pull up in no block, I just be in the cut, he throwing up the map. Yeah, they saw, and they asked, picture the stuff they both doing bad.
Now you gotta pack that side. Now his little daughter gotta live no die.
Big shot gang, Nazi in his split. Of his baby mama with a kid.
Nazi dead, they was crying.
I hit in his face, how they popping his chest. Fuck Nazi, I'm kicking his kid.
Smoking on Mezzy and JB and Rip. Can't figure Nazi got hit in his shit.
Most of these niggas was really my men, and they dead. It's like damn.
Like Rippy, Bobby, Nazi, just took that loose my split.
Yeah, y'all. This is just insanity. Because not only are people who are a part of KayFlock's team are sitting there trying to, tell and everything like that to get themselves off, but even his ops that's in there are sitting there trying to, give inner workings of like what's going on when it comes to like, you know, the gang Beth and this, that, and the third or whatever have you, to get themselves off. So this is what makes me think, right? Remember I was talking to y'all about the situation, right? I was talking to y'all about the situation where son that's caught up within the indictment or whatever have you. I think he got 13 years. KayFlock is mentioned as in like they mentioned him as in the person who was ordering these hits. He caught 13 years. Do you think by Monday he's gonna be one of the next cooperators? He got 13. You guys gotta understand, man. When niggas is over here hitting you over the head with football numbers, a lot of people start to think for self. You know, all that gang, all that, oh, we brothers, all that, whatever have you, that shit goes out the window. Niggas start to think for self. So I can only imagine when Monday comes what we're about to witness. Like, we're probably, yo, bro, I can only imagine what we're gonna witness by the time Monday comes, gang. I'm not gonna hold you. This is Friday. Friday done happen. Niggas did what they had to do or whatever have you. I can only imagine. You see it. X-Blitz gave you a whole diatribe sitting there telling you why he's sitting there gonna move the way that he's moving now. And this is not even one of KayFlock's mans. This an op. Imagine what his mans who's sitting there facing some real crazy time and that has some real crazy information is gonna sit there and tell. Just imagine.
Niggas acting crazy, but don't ever step foot in their 80s. No name with me, my order from Haiti. The way we out selling them niggas was wavy, they ain't see the face. Like Swayze, shit getting serious, tell them we ain't playing.